of walking in the darkness. You will feel like a stranger in this land.
Can you get the crowd?
You can't try to carve a faith out of your own, but a broken spirit may dry out the bones, and the edges of the night may cause you sorrow. You know I may not be around this time tomorrow, but I'll always be with you. I'll always be with you. When the hope that you hold tightly to is all but vanished, there are no words of comfort to be found. You will know what it means to be lost and without love. You fight to kill that deafening sound. When our holy dreams of yesterday are gone, and they still haunt us like the ghosts of Babylon, and the breaking of the day brings you sorrow. You know I may not be around this time tomorrow, but I'll always be with you. I'll always be with you. Yeah, you can't try to carve a faith out of your own, but a broken spirit may dry out the bones, and the edges of the night may cause you sorrow. You know I may not be around this time tomorrow, and our holy dreams of yesterday are gone. They still haunt us like the ghosts of Babylon, and the breaking of the day may bring you sorrow. You know I may not be around this time tomorrow, but I'll always be with you. I'll always be with you. I'll always be with you. So it's a song by Brandy Carlisle. She's like a woman who is so important in so much of what's going on in the world right now, and I thought it was fitting to use her song for today. So,
Thank you.
Another important woman.
And that is Eric Bolt, who is a wonderful member of this Cambridge community. I welcome you today, and I'm going to try to speak loud, although my children, when they were younger, said I never had a problem speaking loud. But I would like to welcome you. When Donna spoke to a small group of friends about her service of celebration, she was very clear when she said, I want it to be a service of celebration, June. And I said to Donna, you know, it's pretty hard to have a service of celebration when we know we're losing someone as dear as you. However, Donna, in her organizational skills, decided mainly to organize this service of celebration. So she gave us all a task, and Judy, I'm sorry, I'm going to read a line from your remarks, because at one point Donna said to Judy, Judy, grab a pen and a paper, I've got things to tell you. And Judy went to get the pen and the paper, and she looked back, and there was Donna, sound asleep. I just want to tell you that everyone here was a special person in Donna's life. That's one of the things I admired about her. She had so many people that loved her, and thank you for coming. My name is June Anderson, and I was a friend with Donna for about 40 years. And she was not only a mentor and a friend, she was a political person in my life that I loved talking to her. So today we bring a variety of talents to this occasion, and I want to thank you for what you brought to Donna's life. If she were here, she would come in her finery and her bling, and she would want to talk to each one of you. So on her behalf, I am saying thank you. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let them be afraid. I want to leave something behind when I go, some small legacy of truth, some word that will shine in a dark place. And that was said by Nellie McClung. So today I want to start with lighting a candle, because candles in Donna's life and in my life are signifying of people who have passed, but they're also signifying that something is going to expand, that light can, one candle can light a single room. There is a mysterious power that animates every living thing. Some of us call this power God. Some of us call this power source of life, or creative force, or spirit of life, or simply love. We do not know where we come from when we die, nor do we know where we come from when we were born. Our life is like a flame, passing from candle to candle, passing from being to being, from generation to generation. And I light this candle to symbolize the life of Donna Elizabeth Reid.
I light this candle to acknowledge and celebrate Donna's advocacy with older adults. Her voice will be missed.
I light this candle to signify the joy that Donna brought to the Cambridge YWCA. May we always hold dear that joy and laughter were gifts given freely by Donna.
And I lit my candle to symbolize the work that Donna did for women's crisis services.
My name is Maida Thradlin, and I'm honored to be able to do a reading here for Donna. Donna was very instrumental in my life. I came here as a new immigrant in the late 80s. I became a teacher, and she reached out, embraced me, introduced me to advocacy. Within 5 minutes of knowing her, I was on a committee on and that was the beginning of my community involvement and advocacy in Waterloo region. Donna was someone who lifted us all up and showed us our potential. Letting go. It is time to go. I can smell it, breathe it, touch it. And something in me trembles. I will not cry. only sit bewildered, brave and helpless, that it is time. Time to go. Time to step out of the world I shaped and watched become. Time to let go of the status and the admiration. Time to go. To turn my back on a life that throbs with my vigor and a spirit that soared through my tears. Time to go from all I am to all I have not yet become.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Scott Hamilton. I'm a Cambridge City Councillor. I shared an office here with Donna. She was my mentor and my friend, as she was to so many of us out there. And we're in City Hall, but it doesn't quite feel the same without Donna. So we'll all celebrate her memory today. Now, I have been tasked by Donna to read an excerpt from The Velveteen Rabbit by Marjorie Williams Bianco. The Skin Horse had lived longer in the nursery than any of the others. He was so old that his brown coat was bald in patches and showed the seams underneath, and most of the hairs in his tail had been pulled out to string bead necklaces. He was wise, for he had seen a long succession of mechanical toys arrive to boast and swagger, and by break their mainsprings and pass away. And he knew that they were only toys and would never turn into anything else. For nursery magic is very strange and wonderful, and only those playthings that are old and wise and experienced, like the Skin Horse, understood all about it. "What is real?" asked the rabbit one day when they were lying side by side near the nursery fender before Nana came to tidy the room. "Does it mean having things that buzz inside you and a stick-out handle?" "Real isn't how you're made," said the Skin Horse. "It's a thing that happens to you when a child loves you for a long, long time. Not just to play with, but really loves you. Then you become real." "Does it hurt?" asked the rabbit. "Sometimes," said the Skin Horse, for he was always truthful. "When you are real, you don't mind being hurt." "Does it happen all at once, like being wound up?" he asked, "or bit by bit?" "It doesn't happen all at once," said the Skin Horse. "You become. It takes a long time. That's why it doesn't happen often to people who break easily, or have sharp edges, or who have to be carefully kept. Generally, by the time you are real, most of your hair has been loved off, and your eyes drop out, and you get loose in the joints and very shabby. But these things don't matter at all. Because once you're real, you can't be ugly, except to people who don't understand." "I suppose you are real?" said the rabbit. And then he wished he had not said it, for he thought the Skin Horse might be sensitive. But the Skin Horse only smiled. "The boy's uncle made me real," he said. "That was a great many years ago. But once you are real, you can't become unreal again. It lasts for always."
I was honored to be part of a small group of family and friends as Donna was making her journey. And so these women, wonderful women, are going to share this morning their experience in life of how they worked with Donna.
Most of you know Donna as a councilwoman, a board member, advocate. I was one of the lucky few to know her as grandma. To really know Donna Reid, you have to meet her father first. Irvine Reid was a dairy farmer who lived in a close-knit farming community in Woodstock. One day he learned that a local barn was on fire. With no local fire service, he and all the other community members rushed to help. When they arrived, they found that the only water pump was a hand pump right beside the burning barn. Irvine yelled to the men there to pour every fourth bucket of water on him and started pumping. He stood there with his hair searing off, his clothes frequently on fire, smoking like a chimney until the fire was out. He suffered dangerous burns that he could not afford to get medical treatment for, but he stayed. That is our mother and grandmother, Donna Reid. She would stand in the fire for anyone who needed help, and she used the courage and integrity that was her birthright to help people who couldn't help themselves. We say is and not was, because who she is lives on in her family and many, many, many friends. They would all walk into the fire with her. That's from me and Aunt Julie.
Just listen. Just listen.
Donna's awards and accolades speak for themselves. Many are on display here today, and others have been widely circulated in the press. They tell you what she was: an educator, a counselor, an advocate, an ally, a sorority sister, a woman of distinction, an honorary member, a valued member of many social and service and community boards of directors. It is my hope to fill in a few spaces between the awards and with my friends to remind you of who Donna was. Donna asked a few of us to speak at her celebration of life. She asked me to represent her career in education, and I do so humbly and with gratitude to those who have contributed. Donna would not be at all surprised if I strayed beyond the lines at times. A ship in harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are for. Donna set sail in many waters, rough and calm. She got her start in defense and advocacy as a teacher of children with special needs, although as the youngest of 4 children, she might have had early experience. She left the harbor to advocate for those children in her classes, recognizing their strengths and giving them courage and self-esteem. Donna recognized the crucial role of teachers. Her years with the Federation of Women Teachers of Ontario at both the local and provincial levels were amazing and provided important opportunities for Donna to become a skilled advocate and negotiator. Those were heady years for women, working as a teacher after marriage, then after you showed a pregnancy, maternity benefits and leaves, UI, sick leave, equal pay for men and women teachers, opportunities for women to assume positions of added responsibility. Many of these advancements were truly innovative. Many were initiated and supported by Women's Federation and spoke to and for all women in whatever profession or job they were in. Donna was a fervent participant in these campaigns and conversations and was instrumental in ensuring that appropriate courses and supports were made available to women. I first met Donna 46 years ago at a teacher's event. Her passion and commitment were obvious, and I watched from afar. Then in 1988, I received a phone call from Donna. It changed parts of my life. Hands up, physically or not, and not just the educators in the room, if you have been the recipient of a phone call that affirmed that you were the right person to undertake the position. And I'm going to repeat Maida's story here today. She's already told you I kept it anonymous, however. I just said, a colleague says, and I'm quoting, as a newly hired teacher, I was going into the credit union office across from Donna's office. She called out to me, and before the conversation was over, I was on the Status of Women Committee. I was a new Canadian who had no idea of what Federation was or did, and had barely wet my feet in the Canadian classroom. She didn't see any of that as a problem or a barrier. She saw a person, and she believed everyone had something to contribute. I am forever grateful. Without that push, I don't know if I'd have become if I'd have become active in the Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario and later in community advocacy, end quote. Donna taught so many of us so well. Hands up if Donna ever pushed you. If Donna opened doors for you. If Donna encouraged you to try something new. If she modeled being courageous and brave. Hands up if you have been the recipient or the nominee for an award because Donna wrote the nomination. If she showed you how to be joyous in victory and okay in defeat. Hands up if Donna made you think about something in a new way. And if she gave you the time and space to consider her opinion and position before making it your own. Or not. Who learned that it is important to dress up as a sign of respect for the people, position, or place we were in. Maybe not as colorfully as Donna, but about 10 days ago, a physiotherapist was getting Donna out of bed to walk a few steps. She handed Donna a plain, serviceable cane. Donna huffed and said she wasn't going to use it and asked for her red and blinging cane instead. Just last week as well, Donna commented that she was glad to have taught when she did. No, I'm not going to go there. Mind you, when I pulled into the parking lot at my first school in Waterloo Region, stenciled on the curb was black paint, designating spots for principal and senior man. Go ahead, hands up if you know what a senior man is. Yes, there's a few willing to. He was what we now refer to as a principal designate in small schools. You can imagine Donna's opinion of that. Women need not apply. And that reminds me of the region's first woman principal of an elementary school, Donna's great friend, Mary Johnson. There was a dynamic duo if ever there was one. What a privilege it was to know both of them. Hands up if you did.
There she is.
Not to sugarcoat everything, Donna could be intimidating if you didn't know her, and maybe even if you did. Powerful people are often so. She acknowledged that it was often a situational privilege, but it was real nonetheless. A neighbor of mine taught one of Donna's children in her second year of teaching over 50 years ago. It became clear to the teacher that it was time for a conversation with Donna, the mother, about a situation. Donna was already well known in the community, and this very young teacher was quaking in her boots as the day arrived. The interview started, the situation was described, and Donna responded, "Well, thank goodness someone had the courage to tell it like it is." Early in the last 3.5 weeks before she passed, and as the doctors shared increasingly serious news, Donna, with typical optimism, was determined to fight this battle. I recited what little I could recall of Dylan Thomas. Do not go gentle into that dark night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Donna said, I want charging horses and trumpets when I go. The evening before what was to be her last full day, she had a visitor, and Donna was very engaged in the conversation. No sooner had the visitor left than Donna said to me, and again I repeat, get a paper. I want you to write some things down. I have lots to do. She was bone weary, and I suggested that she close her eyes and sleep for half an hour, and then I would write. She was asleep within 10 seconds. It will be up to others, some of whom are in this room, to continue to write her story, to fulfill unfinished business. Be courageous, be bold, be optimistic, but mostly be kind. I am metaphorically sending you charging horses and trumpets, Donna. I close with a quote from Hamlet. Now cracks a noble heart, flights of angels sing me to thy rest.
Good afternoon. My name is Mary Lou McGrath, and I'm a friend of Donna Reid's. Donna would be thrilled with this afternoon's turnout. Donna loved people, and she was very comfortable in large gatherings. Much has been said about Donna this past week. The tributes and accolades have been accurate and very touching to her family and friends. Donna was a feminist, a fashionista, and a friend. Well, at least we shared two of these traits. It is to the friend part, that I would like to speak. I first met Donna in June of 1994 when I had been hired at what was then known as the Family Crisis Shelter, now Haven House, the Cambridge branch of Women's Crisis Services of Waterloo Region. Donna struck me immediately as a person who was larger than life, had a wonderful shade of red hair, and a great laugh. The last formal event Donna and I attended together was the annual general meeting of Women's Crisis Services of Waterloo Region on June 27th. Numerous people greeted Donna that morning, and she was her usual upbeat and friendly self. Donna received compliments on her blingy cane, of which she was immensely proud. One of her sorority sisters had made it for her. Back to the friend part. Donna and I had a professional and friendly relationship during my tenure at the shelter. Shortly thereafter, she invited me to a huge event. I'm guessing it was her retirement from the Women Teachers Federation. I happily attended, and Donna introduced me to people as her friend, and I felt great. I was now Donna's friend, and we remained friends for 29 years. Over the years, I've heard Donna make reference to numerous friends from numerous parts of her life. I could never keep track. There were too many. Donna friended people before there was Facebook. Donna loved being with people and being out and about. The pandemic was very cruel in that regard, but a saving grace was her participation in city council meetings via Zoom. Donna and I had plans to attend Kinky Boots in March of 2020. Unfortunately, the pandemic shut down the Hamilton Family Theatre, a venue which Donna loved. She and I were aiming to attend Kinky Boots together on August 4th. It wasn't to be, but I did my best to recount the story to her the next day. If I were to poll people present here today and record the impact Donna had on them individually or on their organization, we would be here till next week. Donna deeply appreciated visits from friends and colleagues during her hospital stay, and she appreciated any messages from friends who were unable to visit. On the Friday before her passing, she complimented her nurse on her turquoise-colored uniform. Donna enjoyed having the record articles read to her during visits. Her interest in local and world events remained intact. A couple of weeks ago, I read Donna an article from the New York Times supplement about a female lawyer who was suing oil companies on behalf of municipalities in Puerto Rico. One paragraph especially caught her attention. Quote, Ms. Sims applied her makeup, donned a pink corduroy suit and a silk Gucci scarf, and left carrying a Fendi bag. It's a show of respect and confidence, she said, about the meticulous care she takes with her appearance. I'm meeting people all the time, and you want them to know that you're taking them seriously. That's the way I was raised, end quote. And I said, Donna, she sounds just like you. And Donna agreed, yes, she does. Donna, you will be missed. Thank you for your fashion flair and your flair for life. And most especially, thank you for your friendship. Rest in peace and rest in power.
Before I begin, I'm just so happy to see so many friends and colleagues here today. And I can say that Donna would approve of how you're dressed. It's so nice to see all the bright colors. It is an honor and privilege to have been asked by Donna to speak at her celebration of life. In the afterlife, she is encouraging me and others here to step beyond our comfort zones. Right, Kate? We are grateful to all of you who have expressed your respect and love for Donna this last week. She touched the hearts and minds of so many of us in her lifetime. Donna was one of my closest friends for 35 years. She was my mentor and rock. Donna was a vibrant leader who inspired so many women to become leaders. Because Donna believed in you, you began to believe in yourself. I first met Donna when I was having trouble with pay after my maternity leaves. Donna was the executive director of the Women Teachers Association, and she was the one to whom women teachers went with their problems with the board or administration. Donna encouraged me to become a federation rep for my school and to help solve problems for women taking maternity leave. She empowered myself and so many other women. Donna was with me every step of the way in my political career. Donna had me chair the Status of Women Committee, join the executive of the Women Teachers Association, and later become the equity rep for ETFO. Donna convinced me to run federally and then provincially for the NDP. Whenever Donna would call our house, my husband would plead with her, "Don't ask her to do anything else. We have 3 children to raise." Without Donna's support, I would never have entered politics. But when Donna asked you to step up, she stood beside you. She was there for the wins and the losses. Donna also ran for the NDP herself in the federal election, and I worked on her campaign along with many of you in this room today. Keith Parkinson was her campaign manager and continued in this role when Donna ran for city councillor. I think Donna worked for or supported every NDP candidate who ran in Cambridge. Donna's work with the NDP demonstrates her social activism and commitment to equity and improving our social safety net and strengthening education and healthcare. Donna served on the Ontario NDP Women's Committee and sat on the executive of our local executive for many years. Jose de Lima, president of our riding association, wrote, Donna Reid championed community building and led a life of advocacy and leadership in her tireless work to make our city a better place. Donna described herself as a political junkie, and one of her favorite shows on TV was Power and Politics. Donna was great at remembering names and could always tell me which MP or MPP oversaw which ministry. I could use her beside me next week as we meet with various ministers at the Association of Municipalities of Ontario conference. Donna always attended this conference, and we'll all miss her greatly. Donna ran for councillor of Ward 1 in the 2010 city election and joined me on council. We were thrilled to be able to work together. We ended up spending 12 years on Cambridge City Council. Donna won her 4th city election in October 2022. While a councillor, Donna supported living wage, the Rainbow Crosswalk, menstrual equity, a CTS in Cambridge, and funding for so many worthy organizations. Donna supported the Cambridge Symphony and was delighted to act as a conductor at one of their concerts. Donna spearheaded the work needed to have Cambridge qualify as an age-friendly city. She initiated funding to partner with other groups to celebrate International Women's Day and Persons Day. She was asked to be guest speaker at many events, including UFCW's International Women's Day breakfast and many December 6th Day of Remembrance gatherings. One of Donna's proudest achievements was the creation of the Red Rose campaign and button, which many women are wearing here today. This campaign to remember the 14 women murdered in Montreal then went national. There are so many more things Donna did to make her city a better place to live. Doug Craig, as mayor, worked with Donna during her first 2 terms. Doug wrote, "Donna left a legacy that helped countless individuals attain acceptance in the Cambridge community. Her support of gay rights, equality for women, and her dedicated support for homeless people are all part of her achievements that make Cambridge the wonderful city it is today." Catherine McGarry was mayor during Donna's 3rd term and describes Donna as one of the strongest, bravest, most principled women I have ever met. I will miss her very much. She has given so much to so many, and I feel privileged to have had her support and friendship. Scott Hamilton, a fellow councillor in Donna's 4th and 5th terms, wrote a great deal about Donna, but I will only share this paragraph. You will have to check out his Facebook post for the rest. Scott shared, "Donna was my mentor, my office buddy, and my friend. She taught me to always stand up for what is right, to do what your conscience is telling you, even if it makes you unpopular, or if it upsets friends and the public. She didn't just talk about this, she walked it every day. She taught us this by example." Donna made an impression on so many people. Social media is full of comments such as, "Donna was a tireless champion of women, children, and disadvantaged people. She will be missed by all who knew her." And also, "We have lost a woman of integrity, passion, and grace." Even those who disagreed with Donna respected her, and I am so pleased to see all the positive comments from every quarter. Donna's community has recognized her contributions, and over the years, she has been honored with several awards. She was one of the first YWCA Women of Distinction, and last fall, she received the Award of Distinction from the Retired Teachers of Ontario. There are so many more things I would like to share about Donna's life of service to her community, but that would take far too long. I will end by saying that she will be missed on City Council. on her many boards and committees, in her sorority, her neighborhood, and virtually everywhere she has been. Donna will continue to be a presence in all of our lives. With her red hair, flamboyant style, always impeccably dressed, with fabulous jewelry, I can imagine her walking into this room right now, waving her rhinestone cane and laughing at all our sad faces. Donna hated to miss a party. On a personal note, I will miss this wonderful woman so much. I will always feel her at my shoulder and in my heart, urging me to continue her work of creating a kinder, more equitable, and inclusive world where everyone's basic needs are met. Donna, I will do my best. I love you.
Thank you. And we're going to hear a song by Eric.
It's an honor for me providing a song for you all. It's great to see so many familiar faces. I'm going to share a song that I actually sang on I sang to my grandfather's celebration, and it was just a song about the connection that we still feel long after we're side by side. And my love, I hold so deep. I have always held you near, but not now. I don't know when I see you again. Until then, I'm waiting here. To my love so far from me, where you are is a mystery. Here I stand in my head, I try to pretend and imagine all you see. 'Cause though you're way far from my side, I will live like you're me. Each time I sing or shout in the night, I can home, you'll always see. Yeah, my love, let your song be clear. The distance is so sincere. Tell me all the shares, from beginning to end, that we share your joys and fears. Yeah, my love, be still. Let your song fill the air until that last night when I know I'll see you again. But till then, I'm waiting here.
Candlelighters have been deputized on Donna's behalf to ask you to be on committees. So I'll just tell you the exits are there and there. Thank you. Thank you for the friends of Donna for sharing very intimate moments they had with her over her life. And I'll be short because I think the most valuable things have already been said. That every person here or every person that met Donna in their life went away feeling loved. We gather today to remember the remarkable life of Donna, a dear friend. And it's with heavy hearts that we reflect upon the absence of Donna from our lives. Just a few days ago, Donna spoke to me. Actually, it was more than a few days ago, maybe a week ago. Donna spoke to me about being present at a city council meeting on April the 15th. And I said, Donna, have you decided what you're going to wear? Someone once told me that they had met someone who had a story, that they had seen a headstone. And on the headstone was inscribed this very short message. She did her best. She did her best. And over the last few days, I spent considerable time mulling that inscription over in my mind and thinking of Donna. She really did her best. Donna's commitment to political issues and her relentless pursuit of justice were evident throughout her life journey. She stood tall even when faced with greatest obstacles, never hesitating to challenge injustice, even if it meant her standing alone, and at times she did stand alone. Donna's courage and determination shone brightly, leaving an indelible mark on all those that were privileged to know her. During her time in the hospitals, visitors came and went, and Donna greeted them warmly with her infectious laugh, making them feel very valued and very cherished. A small group of devoted women, family, and friends stood by her side, ensuring that she was never alone. Hospital staff commented on how fortunate Donna was to have such good friends. At one point, when Donna had a male nurse, Donna decided to get into a dialogue with him about whether or not he felt stereotyped. I described my presence and the presence of the other 4 women in Donna's life in the last 2 weeks of her life as being a midwife. We all know a midwife traditionally waits for a child to be born, and I understand it can be a long, slow process. We were, in a sense, Donna's midlives, patiently waiting alongside her as she transitioned to the next phase of her journey, just as midwives waited for the birth of a new life. In the quiet moments we shared with Donna, we entered into a place with her that was both holy and sacred. It was during these times that I learned that Donna's first summer job, was driving a tractor. I learned she had taught children with special needs, and also I learned that she always had challenged things head on. Donna's remarkable spirit and dedication carried her through various phases of her life, from being a single mother of 3 little girls to earning a university degree while she was working full-time. Her advocacy for women and families resonated in all aspects of her life. Donna's greeting was not just a mere hello, but a reflection of her genuine care. Even during challenging times of the pandemic, she maintained her sense of style and self-respect, a testimony to her unwavering character. When I heard that some of the meetings I was in with Donna were going to be on Zoom, I said, "Oh, good. Donna, you don't have to get dressed up." And she said, "I always do, Jim." As we reflect on Donna's legacy, let us carry forward the lessons she taught us: to stand up for justice, to greet others with warmth and kindness, and to always do our best. She modeled not only success, but how she dealt with disappointment and loss. I marveled after her dear daughter Vicky died. I'm certain when Vicky died, she struggled to maintain her focus, yet she did her best. Some Buddhists believe that at the end of our life there are 2 questions we need to answer. The first question is, have you brought joy to others? Have you brought joy to others? And the second question was, have you found joy in your life? I would suspect that Donna would say yes to both of those. Though Donna may have left our physical presence, her spirit and the impact will forever remain in her life. Let us honor her memory by continuing her work and striving to make the world a better place. She did her best. I have a prayer to end, a prayer of faith. We trust that beyond absence there is presence, that beyond the pain there can be healing, that beyond the brokenness there can be wholeness, that beyond the anger there may be peace, that beyond the hurting there may be forgiveness, that beyond the silence there may be the word, that beyond the word there may be understanding, that through understanding there is love. The final candle that I would like to light tonight is a candle that I call the candle of letting go. We light this final candle to symbolize the letting go of Donna. May her spirit be present in our lives. I have a word from Donna. This is Donna's words, although I don't think she wrote them. To those that I have wronged, I ask for your forgiveness. To those that I have helped, I really wish I could do more. To those I neglected to help, I ask for understanding. To those who have helped me, I sincerely thank you so much. I offer you a blessing. Let us bless the flow of life that revives us, sustains us, and brings us to this time. And may the divine in your life keep you safe until the word of your life is fully spoken. Please join the family in a reception. And again, thank you for coming.
We're going to take you to the choir. Hi, how you doing? It was pretty wonderful. You guys